What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Work Hard Elswick back out in the garage as always. And we got a pretty big project coming our way, and I'm gonna try to film as much of it as I can. Not sure if you guys are hearing, and I'm pretty sure you guys are hearing, I should say, that heater in the background. It's like negative 10 degrees outside right now, and I'm in the garage with the heat going, trying to get it a little warm in here. But coming up, '79 Chevy C10 Classic. So let me show you a picture of this thing, of what it looked like when I first grabbed it, and I've been steadily messing with it a little bit. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got the heat off over there, so hopefully y'all can hear me better. As you can see, pretty old truck sitting there, had the old man camper on the back of it, and I've kind of been going through this thing. So first things first for me, when I start anything like this, I start just making a list of everything that I'm going to need. Here, check this out. So it's got the Chevy 350 engine in it, which runs like a top. Engine's actually been rebuilt here recently. Standard transmission in it for these. Three-speed automatic. I don't know where I'm getting manual. But dusty and trusty under the hood here. Hood's a little beat up itself. I think I'm just going to replace it. It's pretty bad. I mean, that's nothing. It's kind of crinkled over here, though. It doesn't really sit flat. I could probably repair it. I'm not going to, like, take it off and get rid of it. But I'm thinking about putting a cowl induction hood on it. And you can get parts for these things pretty cheap. But the best part about this truck, it's kind of dirty. I was out driving it yesterday. Is everywhere they rust, this thing is super, super solid. This molding was off the door. I'm just going to pull the rest of them off. And that's just dirt and mud underneath there, guys. Rocker panels, the doors, the door frames themselves, the interior. Interior's pretty clean. Dash isn't too bad. Got a couple little cracks here and there, but fairly clean. So stereo didn't work. It had an aftermarket in it already. I got that working yesterday. Some blown fuses. Got the horn working. The only thing that I've ordered for it so far is all these door seals and stuff here have deteriorated and are falling apart. So I ordered a replacement, OEM replacement seals for the doors. The bed's super duper clean. Look at that. Not a speck of rot in this thing anywhere. So it did have the cap on it. I took it off. I noticed it was leaking. So there's some holes drilled in it where they had it secured to the top of the bed here. I'm going to get all this foam tape pulled off that they had. The other side, the bed, top of the bed rail on the other side is really good. as well, but it's got a little bit of rust starting on it. You can see even those bed sides, like just zero rot on this thing. I think it got stuck in mud at some point because underneath it, the frame's really clean, but it's just really muddy. So I'm gonna have to get underneath there and clean it. So it was broke here. That cap was broke. I gotta get that bolt out. And there's a little bit of the rust starting on the top of the bed there. So I'm just gonna get all the tops of the bed rails here cleaned up. And I'll be down in, some spots. I'll probably be down to bare metal. So I'll get some etch primer on that and just prime the top of them because I don't want them to continue to rust. There's a little bit of a dent right there that I'm gonna have to straighten out. But I'll do a spray and bed liner in this thing and preserve the bed. And then the tailgate is pretty beat up. Big dents throughout. And again, this is nothing that I can't and wouldn't be able to fix. I just don't, for what it is, I just don't know that it's going to be worth my time to put all the, you see they were hitting. So this truck used to, pull horses, a horse trailer, and they would stack hay and stuff. You should have seen all the hay and stuff I pull out of the bed of this thing. It was like completely full. So backstory on it is, I mean, this is some of the worst of the body here, and I'll get all that stuff cleaned up. But it is a really, really solid truck for what it is, for the year that it is. So it originally started life out in Texas. I just can't get over how clean that bed was. They had plywood back here that I pulled out, and I was scared that when I pulled the plywood up through here, you can see that's kind of where the brown showing through more. It was going to be all rotted out underneath here. And to my surprise, I pulled it out, and it's solid. But truck started its life in Texas with my neighbor up the road. Had horses out there. They took it from Texas to North Carolina, and it was in North Carolina for the rest of its life there. And his wife drove it all the time, and then they moved to Illinois here, right up the road from me, and parked it in a garage, and it's been in a garage ever since. Unfortunately, his wife got here's some of the small stuff on the fender, but you can see even that fender rail or that fender opening, wheel well opening, is just really solid. And again, this thing's muddy and dirty because I was out on the road with it yesterday, driving it. But so they moved here to Illinois and parked it in the garage. She hardly ever drove it. They had a couple horses here that have since passed away. It was quite a while ago. And unfortunately, his wife got cancer, and God rest her soul, passed away. And this truck was just sitting in his garage, being used as a bench. So the wife and I were down there one evening having some cocktails, hanging out, and I took some stuff out into the garage for him, and I seen the truck sitting out there, and I'm like, holy crap, what's up, man? What's going on with that truck? I didn't even know you had that truck sitting out there. And he goes, it's my wife's. And at the time, with the cap on it, the bed was full of cardboard. He goes, yeah, I fill it up with our cardboard because I can get a lot in it. And, once every 3 or 4 months or so in the summertime, when it's not nasty out, I'll take it into the recycle place and just get rid of all the cardboard. And basically, it was sitting in his garage being used as a bench top, because it was covered with boxes and other stuff. So, I don't know. I worked on them for a little while back and forth. And he basically told me if I wanted it to come get it out of his garage. So garage doors didn't work. I got those fixed and got them opening and closing on the garage door openers for him, and got in the truck, fired it up, and drove it here to my house, which is like 2 houses away from his. But so here it sits. This thing's gonna be a fun project. So my kid's 15 this year, and he'll be taking driver's training here pretty soon. I got the little Volkswagen sitting outside, which is a manual, which is, you know, he's learning how to drive in. Granted, he already pretty much knows how to drive because he drives all over the yard and property for me now. But he's been learning in that manual, and I want to do something super cool with this thing. So he's got a pretty sweet truck to drive. So I'm going to replace the body panels on it. So like I said, I think I changed the tailgate back there, and I'm going to change the hood out on it, get some new hood hinges and stuff for it. Going to end up probably changing out the windshield's got some cracks in it. Let me flip this back around. I don't know if you can really see it through there. I cleaned all the windows, but the back one I still got to clean it. Yeah, you can see it there. It's shining just above the steering wheel. But probably get the windshield changed out in it, and then I'm going to start from the back here. I'm going to lower it. Don't really want to cut anything up on the frame or do anything like that. I think that'll be just too much for what the truck is. You know, I don't want to, the frame's solid on it. I don't want to go cutting in it, so I'm not going to like do a super C-notch or anything like that, but just do a basic, you know, lowering kit on it, a decent lowering kit. But when I do that, I'm going to change all the seals and, you know, and everything like that as I pull stuff apart and start to rebuild this thing. So I'll get the bed off of it completely. We'll go through the rear end, and got the old powder coat machine here, and we'll start making the underneath of this thing look like new. And I'll work my way forward, and then we'll do the front. So it's definitely going to be a really fun project. And I'm hoping I can get him out here to help me with all this stuff. So yeah, I just been looking through. I think Summit and Jegs and all these places are going to become my best friends. So I'm going to start getting parts on order as I can. And I think I'll get the body panels ordered first so we can get those changed out. And then I'll get the suspension all ordered up. And I don't know if I want to bag it or not. I can bag it pretty easy. I think that would be really cool to have it slammed down and put some air ride on it. But it's going to take a while to get all the parts ordered and get everything here. But we'll slam this thing, possibly put some air ride on it, and get it sitting and driving the way that it's supposed to after I get the couple of, you know, panels changed out on it that I want to change. And then I'll start hitting the body up on it, and get it, maybe just get it into one of my buddies and just have them clean the body up on it really good, and get a paint job going on it. So, but that's it. That's the 79 C10. This is the new project truck sitting here in the garage. So the 3500 still sitting outside. It's being stored for winter. She's all covered up and staying safe. And we'll get her back out come summertime, come springtime anyway. And hopefully we can get this thing beat into shape and make it look halfway decent for the kid's first cool car that he can start driving back and forth to school. At any rate, I'll keep you guys posted on this thing. This is going to be a long one. You know, this will probably be the first video, or it is the first video that I've shot on it. But this isn't going to be anything that happens overnight. So as I get parts in and do other things, I'll shoot more videos and keep you guys posted on what we got going here. But I think this one's going to be a fun one. If I had my way, which I guess I kindly do, but, you know, money-wise, I'd be looking for a diesel engine to slam in this thing and doing all that, which can all happen in due time. But not really necessary because the thing runs great, and it'll be a great first truck for him to tootle around in. All right, guys, that's all I got for this one. I'm going to start ordering up some parts and getting on the old interweb there and looking for the different stuff that I need for it. Anybody's got any ideas on where to get the stuff that I'm looking for, hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'm out of here.